KLB. This is a First Alert forecast.
Well, a few of us have seen those small pop-up storms this afternoon. You can see those ongoing across a good portion of the southeast, but not a lot of rainfall coverage across the area. Here's a quick check First Alert radar right now. Most of the rain has fizzled out. The one exception is a little storm there in western Natchitoches Parish. I'm going to go ahead and put a pause on the radar and zoom into that little storm. And again, not very big, just producing some light to moderate rain. Nothing too crazy out there. Very close to the Natchitoches-Sabine Parish line, just to the southwest there of Provençal. As we go through the next few hours, maybe we see one or two try to pop up, but for the most part, we'll be staying dry. Beyond 8 p.m., we will continue with the dry conditions, maybe a few passing clouds tonight, expecting partly cloudy skies, and then tomorrow looking a lot better. Those rain chances likely even lower than they were today. Let's go ahead and fast forward here. Our available moisture, of course, we've had that higher humidity so far this week. Let's see if I can get those buttons to go away, but higher humidity so week. Air gets drier though during the second half of the week. You can see by Thursday that purple and blue, that indicates that very dry air starting to spill in, and things are looking great by Friday, not just with the lack of humidity, but also temperatures, of course. Here's that muggy meter. You see that sharp little drop off from Wednesday to Friday. Things drop off a little bit more as far as moisture is concerned at the beginning of next week, but high temperatures looking nice for a good chunk of this week, but gradually getting warmer as we start the new work week. Wouldn't be shocked that we see temps back in the upper 80s and close to 90 degrees once again. Now, when it comes to low temperatures, we're in the upper 60s for your Wednesday morning, mid 60s Thursday morning, and we get a little bit of a cool down, but you'll notice similar to highs, those morning lows also getting warmer toward the start of next week. That's thanks to this ridge of high pressure that'll be moving in right over Texas and Louisiana, keeping things dry and, like I said, bringing in those warmer temperatures as well. Do want to talk about things here in the tropics real quick. The one area I want to point out first is the one closest to us here in the state of Louisiana. Still not a big concern for us, but you'll notice that yellow X there in the southern Gulf in the Bay of Campeche. This area, this tropical wave, has a 10% chance of becoming an organized system. It doesn't have much time at all to do so. Organized or not, this is likely going to track straight into Mexico and will come nowhere near the Louisiana coast. So on the bright side, that means we have nothing to worry about. On the downside, that means we don't even get beneficial rain out of that, more than likely. Here's a quick check. Tropical Storm Jerry, the stronger of the two areas to watch out in the Atlantic and the Gulf. Currently a tropical storm, likely to become a hurricane here by the end of the week, and maybe even intensifying into a Category 2 storm a little bit later on. Here's a look at AEX. Looks like we've got a plane there getting ready to take off on the runway, so I'll leave it there for just a second. We've got a little bit of cloud cover out there. You can even see the sun's rays starting to peek through on the left side of your screen. There goes the plane there taking off tonight from AEX. Here's a look at your current temperatures. We're in the 80s right now across most of the area. Some are in the low to mid 80s, others a little closer to 90 degrees right now. We will gradually cool down as we go throughout the next couple of hours. In fact, by the time we get to midnight tonight, we're in those lower 70s. In the meantime, the mid 70s expected by 9 o'clock tonight. Not much of a change temperature-wise overnight once the sun starts to set here in a couple of hours, or in a couple of minutes, I should say. Here's a look. Hometown lows tonight, upper 60s, low 70s. Like I said, very, very warm for us tonight. Here's your 7-day forecast. Really a copy and paste forecast, at least for a few days. Low to mid 80s, lots of sunshine. Morning lows in the upper 50s and low 60s. Really not much to complain about there, but we will gradually get warmer as we head into next week.
Yeah, and you couldn't ask for better weather for the Rapides Parish Fair.
Yes, perfect fair weather. Tomorrow's going to be a little warm, but the rest of that fair forecast looking perfect, especially if we're headed out there this weekend.
Low 80s. All right. Thank you, Jake.